Okay. So, if you've seen my other videos, you'll see me talking about creativity, and um, this applies in different ways for different people. For me, it applies with music. So, one thing though about music in the way that it applies to me is that it's not just a creative outlet, it's an emotional outlet. And I think that uncovered something for me, which is that you can convert your emotional energy, things that build up energy within you, especially if you hold things back and you don't talk to people, you're gonna have a lot of that energy. And I learned that you can convert that into something positive. You can turn that into something and create something. And I think creativity, especially through emotion, not only is powered by some of that energy, but it encapsulates it. Um, and that's something I've been really experimenting with. I genuinely believe that you can put some of your soul, some of your person into a song, and that stays there forever. The way you feel when you made that song, you can feel it. Even if you've never heard of the song or anything, you feel where they were when they made that song. And I think that's a really, really interesting concept. It's something I try to play with a lot in my music. Um, I'm not sure if any of you have heard my music, and I'm not here to promote or anything, but if you do listen, especially to things in chronological order, it tells the story. You can see where I was at that point in time. I dropped small projects, like 3 songs, and what I try to do is just encapsulate, like almost like a snapshot of where I'm currently at. And it's kind of like what I'm doing with these videos, except I'm doing it in music form. So, and even these videos, like you can also use this as an example where you can feel how I'm feeling right now through pixels. You can pick up on my energy through creativity. So not only does it get fueled, but it also encapsulates that energy, right? And I think this is something that could be used for people like me who bottle a lot of shit up and have so much fucking negative energy in us. Because I will admit, sometimes I feel bad about something. I don't like something, right? And when I don't talk about it, it ends up building up with another thing I don't like, and then another thing, right? And then one day someone says one wrong thing, and when they say that one wrong thing, not only do I hear what they said, but I hear all the other fucking things that are pissing me off at that moment, and I lash out. It all goes together. And that energy, I would see, is being released. But in a way that doesn't bring any positive, it doesn't really bring any sort of good, even though it is a release. The only good that comes from it is you feeling relief, but then you put that pain onto other people. But I feel like with creativity, creating something with that pent up energy that you have, it turns it into something that can be studied, and not only studied but related to. So other people can see that and they can say, oh, I feel that way too. And almost see it as a guide or something to come to when they feel that way. And I think that's positive. I feel like that brings people together and shows people that they're not alone. And I think that's a lot better than taking your energy out on other people. So, for me, music, it's not just, oh, I make music. This is my creative outlet. This is my emotional outlet. And this is where I leave my mark. This is where I hold my feelings and wherever, and I'm able to let them go into my music. Because otherwise, I would just hold on to them forever. But sometimes you just gotta say it in a verse and leave it in the verse and move forward. And I don't know how healthy that habit is, because it really came from being home alone all the time. My parents wouldn't really interact with me, so I would always just make music, really, and I just filled that time. And then when they would interact with me, it would always be yelling or whatever. So I would always try to just stay in my room, try to almost not be around, not even be in a situation where something could spark up. And music was my place. It allowed me to have my own identity. Like, I don't have to follow the rules, right? I was a rebellious teenager, right? I didn't have to follow any rules. I didn't have to display myself how the world told me to display myself. I could have my own name with my own face and my own voice and my own vision. And that was my outlet. Even now, it's more habit than anything. I'm just, whenever I feel something so heavily, I have to put into a song. Talking to someone doesn't even help, low key. That's why I say it might be unhealthy, but I feel like it can be implemented in a healthy way. I think I'm a very extremist example of creativity as an emotional outlet. I like pushing it to the limit, but don't follow my path. But yeah, I'm kind of just ranting here. The last couple videos I all recorded the other day, and I took a break. I made music yesterday, and I'm coming back to it today. And I feel nervous again. In front of the camera, I feel nervous again. In my last video, I did not feel nervous. I felt more confident. I guess it excites me, honestly. I'm nervous because I'm excited. I wanna see how this comes together. I wanna build a community of like-minded people. That's the ultimate goal. So, but that means bringing people together through these videos, through music, and putting myself out there in my true light. That way I can bring these people together. I feel like that is a skill that I discovered, and I want to go with it. I want to continue with that strength. I'm going to keep it very real too. Throughout these videos, you might see a progression, but I'm not going to promise upwards progression at all times. I'm going to keep it real. Throughout my videos, if you watch through them, you're going to see progression, and you're going to see upwards, and you're going to see downwards. You're going to see cycles. You're going to see patterns that I don't realize. And I think that's the beauty of it, just putting myself out there, just raw information, just putting it there. There are so many different perspectives that can be applied to it to understand more. You guys are even commenting about things about me that I didn't even like really speak on. And I'm like, how do you know that about me? Like, anyways, I'm just kind of rambling. That's why I had to speak on was very creativity, putting myself out there, all of that. So, if you guys have any thoughts on that, if you guys make music, send it. I give honest opinions though. If it's bad, I will tell you it's bad. And if you think my music's bad, tell me it's bad. Please don't do the fake love. Just tell me what you think. Tell me if you resonate with the song. Tell me if you think I'm repetitive or boring. Be honest. And thank you to all of you who are watching and commenting, especially the comments. They're just blowing my mind. And yeah, I love to see everyone's perspectives, and not only that, but the way that these patterns reflect in their life and how we relate on that level. I think that's a beautiful thing. And if there's more of you that relate to this, all you have to say is, I feel that way too. Not only me, but this shows everyone who is reading the comments that they're not alone. So yeah, that's it.